Alright, and we're back. I realized in the last episode that I was way too quiet and the game audio was way too loud. So I tried to change the volume levels a bit. So let's see if it's better this episode. First thing we're gonna do is get all these stupid cutscenes out of the way. Every new area you go into has the stupid opening cinematic where it shows you everything. So here's East Clocktown. Nothing important going on here. Not yet, anyway. And this is North Clocktown. Here's this creepy dude. People in Japan love him, but he's creepy as heck. Here is the Great Fairy Shrine. Oh no, the Great Fairy. Young one, please hear my plea. I have been broken and shattered to pieces by the masked Skull Kid. Please find the one stray fairy lost in town and bring her to this fairy fountain. I will get right on that. The thing about the first set of 3 days that you do is that there's really not much to do to fill the time. So after I do some of the side quests, I'll probably just end up skipping over a lot of the time. There's no reason to make you sit here and watch me run in circles. And the stray fairy is over here. If you do this at night, the stray fairy will be in East Clocktown, just kind of floating around, but during the day she's over here. Please hear my plea. The masked Skull Kid has broken me apart and scattered my pieces. Please find a way to return me to the fairy fountain in North Clocktown. Yeah. Didn't mean to do that, but whatever. That's part of a side quest later. But we'll get to that later. And pro tip, there's always 5 rupees in here, so if you need rupees for anything, you can just go in and out of this place, get rid of 5 rupees every time you load in. But for right now, I'm gonna take this fairy back to the Great Fairy Fountain. Now, beyond doing the Great Fairy, there's a couple things we need to do on the first cycle, and then a couple side quests we can do too. But I'll get to those in a minute. This lady is so scary looking. Just disturbing. Tattle, and you, young one of altered shape, thank you for returning my broken and shattered body to normal. I am the Great Fairy of Magic. I thought that masked child was helping me, and I grew careless. All I can offer you now is this. I shall grant you magic power as a sign of my gratitude. Please accept it. Alright. Now that we got magic power, we can shoot bubbles of power. I have the power! You've been granted magic power. In your current form, press B to shoot bubble blasts. Press and hold B to blow a big bubble. Please release B to shoot it. Your magic power decreases when you shoot, and replenish it with magic jars and potions. The man who lives in the observatory outside town may know where the Skull Kid's whereabouts. But be careful. You must not underestimate that child's powers, kind young one. If ever you are returned to your former state, please come and see me. I shall give you more help. Alright, now that we can shoot bubbles, there's a couple more things we can do. But first, there's a side quest outside of this fairy fountain. Well, it's not really a side quest, it's a mini game. But if you complete it 3 days in a row, you get a piece of heart, which is always nice. You just fly over into this fenced area and go down this hole. I think I have enough rupees for this. I think it only costs 10 rupees to play. But I better beat it on my first try, or I'm gonna need more rupees. Yeah, I'm not gonna read all this. Basically, I just gotta fly between these floating platforms and collect all the rupees in 1 minute and 15 seconds. And if you fall, you lose. It's not too hard on the first day. I'm still not used to that. I'm using an Xbox controller to play this, and I'm kind of not used to it. But first day, it shouldn't be too hard. It's really more about timing anyway. Oh gosh, I almost fell there. Let's try to get this one. And then go over here. Almost fell again. And then fly back to the middle. And come over here and get this blue one. Yay, we win. Good thing is you get to keep those rupees you collected, and you get an award. Yay, 50 rupees. I'll record this time, so what's your name, young one? Entropy? That's a strange name for a Deku scrub. If you can, come by again tomorrow. Oh, I will. I'll be back tomorrow. Alright. Another thing we can do here, let's get a map of Clocktown from this creepy dude. And he sticks the landing. What's this? Green clothes, white fairy? Sir, could you by chance be a forest fairy? Oh my. My name is Tingle. I think I am the same as you, sir, a forest fairy. Alas, though, I am already age 35. No fairy has come to me yet. My father tells me to grow up and act my age, but why? I tell you, Tingle is the very reincarnation of a fairy. Now, while I stand here waiting for a fairy of my own, I sell maps to help out my father. Lucky, lucky, you're so lucky to have a fairy. I know, we should be friends. Yes, in exchange, I will sell you a map for cheap as a sign of my friendship. Will you buy one of Tingle's maps? Yes, I will. Maps are useful because, well, they're just useful. I just look by them, so I can see my way around town. Yeah, whatever. Another thing we can do is pop this. Whoops. There we go. This is something we have to do for the main quest. Are you the one who just popped that up there? Not bad for a Deku scrub. We bombers have a hideout that leads to the observatory outside of town. You need a code to get in. Maybe I'll tell you what it is. But don't think you're getting it that easily. I can't just tell you what the code is. You'll have to pass my test first. Are you ready? Alright, line up, guys. If you can find all 5 of us by tomorrow morning, I'll teach you this code. Are you ready? Alright, this video is getting kind of long, so I will pause it here, and next time we'll be finding all the bombers. Goodbye.